Hi, it's Elissa Weinzimmer, founder of Voice Body Connection, and I'm here today to talk to you about steaming your voice because it's a really amazing thing to do to lubricate your vocal cords. Now, if I've talked to you about it or someone's talked to you about it, you may not know exactly what to do, so I thought I would talk you through all the steps. This facial steamer that I have right here is a Vicks brand, and you can get any brand. There's lots of different ones, but what you're basically going to do with most of them is fill it up with water. Water from the tap is fine, although if you want to use bottled water, that's great. And then this little piece goes like this and locks in there, and then this piece goes on top. And now I'm going to plug that guy in, and I'll let him start working. So here's the thing, these steamers that you can buy at the store maybe cost like 30 bucks or something like that, but you don't have to do this fancy thing. What you could actually do is something more DIY. So you could heat up water on the stove, and the way you would do this is boil some water. This water is already boiling. Yep, there it goes. And take the pot, and I'll go ahead and scoot this guy over for a second and use the pot of water. So as you can see, steam is coming up out of this. And the way that I would DIY my steaming situation is just to grab a towel and lean over and catch the steam inside a towel. Now, this is probably gonna cool down within a number of minutes, but I can breathe this for about, 10, 15 minutes, and it's gonna be really valuable. So I can either do it this way with the pot, or I could use one of the more fancy things. Hold on, please. And I could steam by putting my face into the sort of reservoir, whatever the thing is. So here's the deal with steaming. You want to do it about 10 to 15 minutes. This guy, the reservoir runs out in about that amount of time, so perfect. And if you are wearing, if you're not wearing glasses, basically, you can also read a book or watch TV while you do this, so you can multitask. If you're having a vocal situation where you're feeling fatigued, where you're feeling dry, where you have a cold, where you feel hoarse, I would do this twice a day when you're sort of in triage mode, as I would call it. And it's also a great thing to do once a day just for general vocal health. A couple things to say about the vocal cords, just so you understand exactly how this is working, is that your vocal cords have three basic layers. They have the outer layer, which has mucosa around it, and that's what this is really going to help with, is lubricating the outer layer so the vocal cords aren't sticking together so much. So if there's excess mucus on them, it sort of breaks up that mucus a little bit. So that outer layer is really benefits from the steaming. And then there's a second layer, which is this really cool jelly-like substance, and that really benefits from drinking lots of water. So that's still absolutely a top vocal health tip, is to drink lots of water. And then of course the deepest layer of the vocal cords is the muscle itself, and that can benefit from just a little bit of gentle humming if you're feeling vocally fatigued. So after you did something like this, you could just go, You can watch my humming video from How to Warm Up if you want to know more about that. So I really highly recommend that you steam, especially during the winter months, which we're in right now. It's a really important and healthy thing to do. Let me know if you have any questions. And there is one more important thing I have to say that I almost forgot. Especially this Vicks guy sometimes comes with one of those little eucalyptus things or like a little insert. Don't use it, okay? And don't use essential oils in general in your water or for your steaming, just because when it's going straight down your airway, it's actually just, those molecules are a little too intense to really sit right down on your vocal cords. So while they're great to diffuse in the air in your house, I wouldn't highly recommend breathing them in a concentrated way in your steam for a long period of time, okay? So let's ease up on the eucalyptus and the menthol. It's gonna actually dry us out, and just have water. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's everything I wanted to say. I hope you enjoy, and if you have any questions, just let me know.